LYS Beauty has a brand new foundation. I'm a little late to the game here, but these foundations always go viral, so I thought we would try it out today. I have two shades. I have LN6 and I also have MN1. Let's get to it. Here's what the packaging looks like. It is that triangle shape that LYS Beauty is known for, and this is the Triple Fix Serum Skin Tint Stick. That was a mouthful. I did open these up and swatch them right when I got them, and I'm a little confused about the shade range, so we'll talk about that a little bit. As you could tell, I am fairly pale, and I did get some lighter shades, but I think that when I swatched them, they look darker than they did online. This is what the packaging looks like. Really sleek, super cute in that triangle shape. And then you open it on up, and here is the product, and you just roll it up. I really like the idea of the LYS packaging, but for some reason, whenever I get their products, there's always like something wrong with it. So I did swatch this already, but it did have this like little indent here in the top on this one for some reason. I don't know why. Let me show you guys actually the bronzer that I have. This is the bronzer, basically the same packaging, but mine is, I mean, it's a mess, and I've only used this twice. So this is what happened to mine after 2 uses. I still just like go in with a brush and try and use it, but it's a disaster. I also have a mini version of their blush here, which is so cute. And this one looks on site totally fine. I've never used this before. There is like a little indent there, but yeah, something with their packaging, also like putting the top on and off. I find that there's always product that got stuck on the lid here. So it's not my favorite packaging. That's if you care about packaging. If you don't really care about packaging, let's move on to the swatches. This is LN6, and as I mentioned, I think these look darker than they did on the website. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch here. So this is LN6, and on the website, this says it is a light nude, for light skin with neutral undertones. And to me, this is really warm looking. What I do really like about the packaging is as the product gets darker, so does the packaging. So this is the lighter one, this is the darker one. That I think is a really cool feature, and it does that for all of the shades. This is MN1. Here's what that product looks like. Go ahead and swatch that right next to it. Oh, that was like, why is that so crooked? Okay. There's MN1. This says it is Ivory Beige, light medium skin with neutral undertones. So there's the two, and I have to say they almost look like identical next to each other, even though they are 1 shade apart. Obviously for this video, these are both gonna be too dark for me, but we'll just try the lighter of the two. I'm gonna quickly pop up here a picture of what the model looked like that they used for this shade LN6. I feel like we had similar skin tones and color when I was looking at it on the website, but then seeing the actual stick, I was like, this seems way darker. So just something to be warned, maybe go in store and swatch it if you're looking at picking this up. This, by the way, is $25, which I actually think is super reasonable, and you get 0.25 ounces of product. And it says just to swipe it on and then blend with your fingers. So there is one swipe on my cheek. Dark, as you could tell, and let's just go ahead and buff it out. Because this is a skin tint, I assume it's going to be kind of like be able to blend in and sheer out a little bit, but we will see as we go. Okay, that just like disappeared into my skin. Go ahead and just do a little bit more on this side. We'll do one side and then we can compare the two. The color looks slightly better as I am blending it out, so maybe it just needs to blend in with the finger in order for it to look like the shade that it does on the website. I did see that this product was going viral and that a lot of the shades were actually sold out on Sephora already, but I haven't watched any reviews of it yet, so I really don't know what people are saying, but it feels like a really smooth, creamy formula. And we'll just do a little bit on my forehead. It's definitely melting in, especially with my fingers, really easily. It did say that if you want more full coverage, you can use a brush, but anytime it says you can use fingers, I always prefer to use my fingers. I don't know how easily this will pick up on camera, but it is kind of like separating a little bit on my forehead. All I have on is moisturizer. This did say it was a primer, serum, foundation in one, so maybe you're supposed to put nothing on and not have any moisturizer on, but here is what this side looks like with just kind of one layer. I am curious what this will look like with a brush, so I'm just taking a clean brush that I have from e.l.f. This is the Ultimate Blending Brush, and I'm going to go ahead and just pick some up on the brush like that and go straight into my face. Right off the bat, definitely getting some more coverage from the brush. By the way, this is the first video that I am filming from my new house. So my husband and I bought a house. That's kind of why there was a couple-month pause in between some of my last YouTube videos. I was posting on YouTube a lot and then I stopped, and hopefully now I'm gonna get back into it again, especially now that I have a house and like a nice bigger filming setup. So let me know if there's any videos you want to see. I feel like a lot of my hair tool videos you guys really like. I've done a lot of videos too with like food boxes. I reviewed HelloFresh. And then of course, any new makeup launches, I feel like you guys love to see those as long as I'm on top of it and get them out in a timely fashion. Here's what the brush side looks like. And then this is the side I blended with my fingers. I definitely preferred the brush side way better. A lot more coverage. A lot more coverage. It's really even. There's a lot of patchiness on the side that I did with my fingers. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just put a little bit more on this side with the brush because I feel like it did such a better job. It probably just depends on your preference, but for me, with my fingers, it just looked a little bit patchy. This is what we are looking like all blended out. It's definitely giving serum-like texture, feels like skin, doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything, a little bit dewy. So I think if you are probably on the oilier side, you might not love this, but this is without setting it, and it looks really, really natural. I just looked at the Sephora listing on my computer, and this has 236 reviews, 4.6 stars. 90% of people recommend it. So I do think this is a fun one to pick up, especially if you are looking for more of that natural look. Keeping in mind some of my gripes about the packaging. I mean, it is so cute, perfect for like on the go, great for TikToks where you just swipe things on your face, but it's definitely not my favorite, and I don't like go to these right away, but maybe this foundation will change that for me. I came to take boots outside and thought I would insert a clip of what it looks like in the direct sunlight because I feel like it looks way darker than it did when I was filming. I was filming in totally natural light, but this is like the sun is on it. So yeah, here is what it looks like. And Boots is waiting for me to throw her ball. I hope this review is helpful if you were thinking about picking up this new foundation from LYS Beauty, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.